Hey, what's up? This is Drake here. I was coming back with another Palworld video. I was going to go over, I guess, new and improved base setup. It's not really base setup. It's not about location. It's more about max condense a lot of things, got rid of a lot of the larger pals, and just tried to otherwise make my bases as efficient as possible with as few pals as possible. Because if you plan on PlayStation like I am, I've had a lot of issues with the game not running very well. So I eliminated all the extra bases I didn't really need, which was kind of sad. Took the roof off my pyramid and reduced it down to as few pals as I possibly could have. And honestly, I really like it a lot better this way. It's just far less crowded, far more efficient. And honestly, I took it from, I think, like 140 pals working down to like 80, and I could possibly do more. But the main thing that I improved on, I was just going to go over, is these little dudes. The Gangler Ignis, I think, is probably one of the base, like, production-based pals. He's probably got to be one of the best, in my opinion. And we'll just go over them here. And what I did is I max condensed 4 of them. Now, you could do more if you wanted to, but like I said, I was just going for, like, efficient. I didn't want a lot of pals. I just wanted really good pals doing what I wanted them to when I wanted them to do it. What you do is max condense them, and there'll be 4 kindling, 5 watering. You give them one work technique book to get them up to 5 kindling, and there are 3 delivery, which that's fine. They will deliver in their free time when they're not actually doing stuff for you. And as long as you don't put their delivery up to 5, they'll always prioritize their higher stats over the lower ones. So they'll do your watering and kindling first over the delivery, which is really good. And then I max condense 4 Anubises just because, they're like one of the best handiwork, and they're really small, efficient, and they're good transporting. So I max condense them, get them up to level 5 handiwork, and then I give them 2 delivery books each to get all 4 of them up to level 5 delivery. So while anything's being made, you got the best delivery ones that you could possibly get. And if you need to make anything at your production tables, you've got the best delivery. And I kept 1 extra Anubis that I just threw Nocturnal on so that he could do the fishing. I made him Nocturnal, that way I can assign him to the fishing thing, and he will be there always. Got 1 Orsec that I gave good traits to through the surgery table, but I didn't feel the need to condense him or upgrade him because honestly, he keeps up just fine. The only thing you need electricity for is just the furnace or the tables, and it doesn't use that much, or the crusher. And I made 1. You can do anything you want on the cooling, but I did 1 Foxicle just because it's small. It doesn't eat a lot. I didn't want it taking up a lot of space in base. I give it good passives, but no max condensing, and just threw it over there. And then the other 2 are just where is my other one? That's weird. It's not showing. I mean, the little guy's sitting right there. But let's see. Did I just overlook it? Oh, it's down here. Okay, yeah, I just got 2 out for cooling. They ain't got to be anything. I just prefer small. Like, this thing only eats like 1 food. And so, cooling level doesn't matter on the cooling boxes. So just the smallest, best thing. And make them nocturnal so your food doesn't ruin. And, or doesn't ruin, sorry. And, yeah, I got to chill it out just because I've had him for forever. Threw Nocturnal on him for the cooling. But yeah, it gets your main base down to 14 pals. Potentially you could, squeeze it a little further down if you didn't want the refrigerator or something like that. Oh, and I got the, what is she, the Prunella, I think. Yeah, her in there and I give her the work suitability to get her medicine up to max level so that she can, I wasn't really worried about, she does my planting and my gathering, but now she does a little delivery, a little planting, a little gathering, and when I want medicine produced, she's max level medicine. I give her good passive traits, and she's also naturally nocturnal, so she never stops working. So she just takes the place of a couple. But yeah, like I said, I was just going for max efficiency and a few amount of pals as possible. And you can see the base looks very empty. I kind of love, other than having those Yormantides running around, and they're just humongous, and they take up the whole thing. They're constantly getting stuck on stuff. It's just really clean, and then when everything works, they work super efficiently. over here, I really need to clean this up a little bit more. But what I did is I wound up max condensing 5 Astagons and putting them out over here. And these dudes are mining machines. You see we got good passives. Like I wound up getting 1 to roll with a legendary passive, but it doesn't really matter. I just used the surgical table, put good passives on them, max condense them so they're all level 5 mining, and just let them go. And they're naturally nocturnal, so they work day and night. So really, truly, I think that these 5 Astagons could run this entire mining base, and all I would need other than that is just delivery, and that would probably be it. And like I made it on a video before, I love these things for delivery just because that's all they do. They never sleep. They hardly ever eat. They never go in a hot tub. They just deliver nonstop. And you can give them 1 technique book to get them to level 5 delivery without having very much investment, just for delivering their best bang for the buck. Of course, we got a cooling nocturnal pal, and everything else is just kind of given. Got a couple in here just producing berries, which I don't really need. I could do away with them. And I got Digiman over here just because he's like my original miner. I just can't seem to let go of him. It's kind of sentimental value. But yeah, got him some hot springs out. But yeah, like I said, I mean, you could potentially run this base on probably as few as 10 pals. So and mining is one of your heaviest, most intensive for the pals as far as consuming their sanity and such as that. Of course, these two are just kind of base. I haven't done much. Farming is farming, you know what I mean? You just need enough. I've got 11 in here. I could potentially cut it down a couple, but just some watering. I like these new dinosaur things. I forget what they're called. The Brawlaha, yeah, they're pretty good, and they come like, let's see what they got. Level 4 planting and gathering, so they're pretty good. You don't really have to do anything to them. I just chunked like artisan on each one of them, threw them out, and they're good to go. Planting's not really hard on them. Now the base that's for me has the most pals is just the ranching, just because you need so many of them out, to produce it. And I haven't got around to it yet. I suppose I could throw nocturnal on them so they never sleep and get a little more production. But honestly, most of the time when I'm in game and it comes nighttime, I just rest and pass the time anyway, so it wouldn't really benefit that much. Yeah, got 31 in here, and I've got my breeding farms. Got 2 down here, 3 up top, which I'll show in a minute. Yeah, but just like I said, main thing is just the main base, like just maximizing efficiency, getting as few pals down so the game will actually run halfway decent, so that I don't have failed auto saves every 5 minutes and the game completely crashing out and just being almost unplayable. I really hope they fix it in the future, but for me, this has helped a whole lot. This fixed my failed auto save issue for the time being. I haven't had it in the last couple times I've played since I've reduced the amount of pals I have out working. I reduced my base down to, just the bare essentials. And of course I still got my daughter's base over there, but she'd kill me if I destroyed it. Just got this up here as stuff to up their production rates and all that. And the one little Orsec over here just chilling by himself. Another thing is just the PAL base. I did not the PAL base, sorry, the oil base. I did a little bit on it to kind of maximize it. I really liked it. I managed to get it down. I had 12 Orsecs out, just threw nocturnal on them, threw 12 Orsecs out, let them go on the producing electricity. But I was able to get it down to 6, so it really reduced the load on the base. And honestly, they're still functioning very well. They're not struggling at all. But just all I did was all the research to up the electric speed. And then I got 6 Orsecs. I tried 4 wouldn't hardly keep up. I didn't max condense them. If you max condense them, upgraded them, you probably get down to 2 or 3. But I just give them books to give them all up to 5 electric generating. Give them all good passes from the surgical table. And chunked them out, so I was able to reduce the amount of Orsecs I had from 12 to 6 in this base. I really helped it out. I just got 4 Anubises out. Honestly, you could probably make do with like maybe one in here. Just haven't trimmed that back yet. And of course, some for some food protection, which I don't really need. And just a little alien out for chopping down the few trees that tend to spawn inside the base. But yeah, that's it. I mean, it's just a way to like maximize the game, because like for me, I mean, I almost lost my entire save, like 400 hours of Palworld down the drain. Yeah, so I was like, I just got to cut this back and make it more efficient. And I found some good pals that they added on, and with the technique books being so easy to farm now from the supply drops, it's just really easy to make your bases far more efficient and just cut it back so that maybe we can survive until they get the next update out. But that's it. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more, click that sub button, man. It really helps support the channel. And as always, thanks for watching.